Glory be to God. I want to consciously thank God for today. And I'm thanking God on the behalf of every minister of God globally. Because one of the most complex centuries that I have ever read about and is this 21st century that is so complex in terms of ministry. One, because of the advance of knowledge. Knowledge have increased. It has helped so much, so also created so much havoc. And so the deception in the system is so high that anyone that is in ministry today, I congratulate you. I pray that as you continue in your walk, God will give you the strength to stand still for his kingdom. And every help, every assistance that you need, I demand that you have a supply in the name of Jesus. Sorry. In our last series, we discussed about enemies of successful ministry. Now we are discussing part 2 of that today. And there was once a father, one of my fathers in the Lord told me that a minister of God came to meet him and was complaining so much about the crisis in his ministry, so much crisis. But my father in the Lord said, what dropped into his mind to ask him was just 2 questions. How selfless are you in the work of the ministry? How do you take care of your pastors? How do you go about your members? What are their personal needs? He said, anything that comes to his hand, what is concerned is family and the kingdom. Every other person have to live by faith. I said, okay. And then he said, what else again? And he said, are you sure you don't have some secret things that are affecting you? The man of God said, well, there are certain secret sins that he's battling with. He said, these 2 things that you are battling with, they are problems. So hearing that story, I think that these 2 items are one of 2 items are some of the enemies of success in ministry. So we are going to be discussing one, selfishness. You see, if you are a man of God, you are a woman of God in ministry, you must by all means abort selfishness in you. Don't always think only about you and your family. Think about the congregation. Think about the pastors, the immediate pastors. You cannot, at this 21st century, paying a pastor 25,000 naira, 30,000 naira, and you are going home with your family at the end of the month with not less than 500,000, 1 million naira. It is an act of selfishness. You see, definitely that act will affect the commitment of your followers, of your younger pastors. So I want to say that if we are to be successful in ministry, then we should check on our level of selflessness. We must try to judge ourselves from the angle of our selfishness. If we are selfish in ministry, it will become an enemy to the success of your ministry. 2, that I pick up from that story. is secret sins. Secret sins is one of the major heavy enemies of successful ministry. Is secret sins. You see, everybody have issues to battle with, but you must be able to overcome. Because as long as you are in this flesh, the enemy will never sleep to make sure he shifts you out of the government of the kingdom, shift you out of the authority of the kingdom. And the only way he can succeed in shifting you from the authority of the government of God is by enabling you through your lust to fall into these secret sins that you can't overcome. So secret sins are empowerment for the kingdom of the darkness against your ministry. I want to take that again. Secret sins is an empowerment for the government of the devil against your ministry. So if you are to be successful in ministry, man of God, servant of God, you just have to deal with those secret sins. Deal with them. If not, they will abort your ministry. They will destroy your ministry. You see, some of the issues that are affecting our ministries, some of the issues that are severely ravaging our ministries, is secret sin. Secret sin. I wrote something here about secret sin. It says, when secret sins are not properly dealt with, they ravage the health of the ministry. When secret sins are not dealt with, they ravage the structure, the strength, and the health of your ministry. My brother, my sister, I want to encourage you. Deal with your selfishness. Be selfless in running ministry. And until you are selfless, you always have an enemy of selfishness to battle with. You will continue to battle with the enemy of selfishness. Deal with enemies that are against the success of your ministry. I want to encourage us today as servants of God, as men of God. You see, the devil is not happy that you are in the call of God. You are succeeding. So he must always put up strategies, put up traps, make up tracks for you to follow. And one of the tracks, as I mentioned, selfishness, secret sins. I pray that after today, every atom of selfishness will be dealt with and will be completely aborted from your life. Every trace and act of secret sins in your life, after today, I decree they will have no hold on you and your ministry in the name of Jesus Christ. God bless you. Continue with the strength of God and increase in that strength. That in this walk, no enemy will cause your walk to be unsuccessful. God bless you. I will come your way again in our next broadcast, part 2 of enemies of successful ministry. Bye bye.